Sustainable fashion stylist and founder of the ethical brand directory, Roberta Lee, joins us now from London. Roberta, good to have you on the program with us. It's an interesting thing, the consumerism that's behind Black Friday, and some people really love that. But what's behind this alternative movement of Buy Nothing Day? How did it start, and how is it growing?
Well, I mean, it's interesting that you sort of say how did it start, because it's actually been around since 1992, and it started in Canada actually as a response to overconsumption. It was later sort of more widely recognized in 1997, and is usually the day before Black Friday. I think it's an interesting day, which now more than ever is gathering interest as we are starting to see the excess that we have in the world. So really the day is designed to make us to stop, think about what we're purchasing, and maybe consider all the things that we already own.
So this year in particular, because of the pandemic, many people have lost jobs or they know someone who's lost a job. I mean, how might that play into this movement and maybe make people think more about what they're spending things on, think more wisely about it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the pandemic has been challenging for everybody. There's been a lot of job loss, there's a lot of uncertainty economically. So, of course, Black Friday just feels completely inappropriate this year to be encouraging almost reckless consumerism and mass consumption. Of course, would never want to make people feel guilty for using Black Friday to be able to afford the things that they, have wanted to save up for all year. I mean, there is still a place for conscious consumerism, but overall, these kind of marketing initiatives around Black Friday are just designed to make us spend money on things that we really don't need.
Right, and of course it is about getting the deals and spending a lot of money. But for a lot of people too, Black Friday is a tradition, and they go with their parents or children, with their family members. For people who do want to take part in this day, what do you suggest they do instead of going to the mall or, standing in line for hours and buying things?
Oh, absolutely. I understand it is a tradition. And I think the important thing is to consider what the tradition is about. It's about family being together and doing something together. That doesn't necessarily mean you need to go out and spend money and buy things that you don't really need. It's more of a case of, you buy things because you want them, they seem irresistible. So, you may have heard of Green Friday, which is gathering momentum, which is kind of the antidote to Black Friday, which is around highlighting conscious consumerism and also brands that are doing good things. There are a lot of brands that out there that are ethical and sustainable in their very nature and give back and protect people, planet, and animals. And it's really about, if we're going to use this holiday to shop, and that's something that I don't think will change overnight, can we redirect people towards the brands that are actually helping to give back? And then finally, if you can resist shopping entirely, acts of kindness and just stopping shopping is a great way to just take stock of, what's been going on the whole year. And I really think that if we could really focus on Buy Nothing Day and use that to think about how we could forward kindness by, just being generous and doing good things for other people that don't cost anything, that in itself could become a really fantastic tradition.
That sounds really great, but what about people who just can't help themselves and have to buy something? What about alternatives such as thrifting or secondhand items? And then how can people use this message, not just one day a year, but throughout the year?
Oh, you're absolutely right that there's so many other alternatives to ownership. You can, instead of even thrifting, I mean, first of all, there's the rental market, which is the sharing economy is booming. But if you're not interested in renting, second-hand market, there's so many things out there that are pre-loved that are in amazing condition. So that's also a very cost-effective and environmentally friendly option. And then there is the repairing. So repairs were almost something that, we used to have tailors and cobblers in every neighborhood. They've almost sort of died out. But there is a resurgence of these services reappearing. And of course, there's nothing better than learning how to mend things for yourself. So there are definite alternatives. I suppose it depends where your craftiness lays. You may prefer to do treasure hunting, or you may prefer to pick up a needle and thread yourself.
All right, some great advice there, Roberta Lee in London. Thank you so much.